Hey there, I'm Angella Sharp, and welcome to the Daily Mix. I hope you had a great weekend. I hope you got to spend some time with your favorite mother, be it your grandmother, your aunt, your godmother, or your actual mother. I hope you got to spend a little time with those special ladies. I've already told you, my mom is the best person in the whole world. So she's got two pretty cool daughters, and I think we did a pretty good job of making her Mother's Day great. Now, you guys know that I absolutely love NASCAR and everything that happens over there at Worldwide Technology Raceway. So later on in the show, we've got Blair here. He knows everything that's going on with NASCAR and the concert and all that fun stuff. So he is going to be here to tell us everything we need to know so we can make our plans to go out there. This is the second time NASCAR is actually coming to St. Louis. It's going to be so much fun. So let's get started on the Daily Mix. Summer is almost here, Memorial Day weekend is almost here, and it always feels like that really kicks things off. Of course, Memorial Day weekend is also when the annual St. Louis Greek Festival is held, and this year, for the first time since the pandemic, they're back in person. You can come out and enjoy live music, traditional folk dancing, a vendor market, and a variety of tasty, authentic Greek food. The festival will also have a charity 5K and 10K to benefit Focus Gateway. The festivities will take place May 26th through the 29th at Assumption Greek Orthodox Church in Town and Country. You can find out all the details and download the Ultimate Greek Fest playlist at stlgreekfest.com. I actually have a friend who used to live here who is coming in town from Alaska just for that Greek Fest. I'm not kidding, that's real. Low 5 Cherokee is set to celebrate the best St. Louis vibrant music and art scene with its upcoming premiere party. The annual music video showcase will feature an evening of video screenings and networking with a mix of 13 local bands and musicians. Each have performed and recorded one song in a single take at various locations along Cherokee Street. I think that's actually pretty impressive. The videos will be published on Lo-Fi St. Louis YouTube channel every Tuesday and Thursday after the premiere party. You can join and celebrate on Sunday, May 28th at Off Broadway. For tickets and more information, go to lofistl.com. Now, this June, the Jewish Theater will bring to the stage Gloria, A Life. Act 1 takes us on a journey through the life of Gloria Steinem, showing the people, places, and things that help shape the journalist and feminist into the legend she is today. Act 2 is an interactive talking circle led by different local activists, each performance to give people a chance to share their stories and to learn from each other. Gloria, A Life will run at the Jay's Wool Studio Theater June 1st through the 18th. Visit newjewishtheater.org for tickets and more information. And you can also get out and have some fun, right? You can join the Magic House, Girl Scouts of Eastern Missouri, and Forest Park Forever for Play Day in the park this June to celebrate National Children's Day. Children can roller skate at Steinberg Skating Rink, learn how to fish, go geocaching, create their own playground, participate in adaptive sports, and more at this free community-wide play date. More than 20 local organizations will be on site to provide hands-on activities and help promote the importance of play. This is rain or shine. It's a play day in the park. It's sponsored by Spire and will take place on Saturday, June 10th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Steinberg Skating Rink in Forest Park. You can learn more at magichouse.org/playdayinthepark. The Missouri Chamber Music Festival returns in June for season 13. This year's theme is love, intrigue, death, and diversion, and is threaded through unforgettable programs that reflect the broad spectrum of the human experience. The festival will feature artists from around the world performing in 4 diverse concerts and shining a light on the fine art of small ensemble. The Missouri Chamber Music Festival kicks off on June 12th and runs through the 17th at First Congressional Church of Webster Groves. For tickets and more information, visit mochambermusic.org. The Black Rep and the Pulitzer Arts Foundation are joining forces to bring audiences movement in conversation with landscape as part of the Black Rep's Phoenix Rising Performance Series, presented by the Whitaker Foundation. Now, over 2 weeks, the series will feature unique dance performances, dance film screenings, and master classes with free admission to all. Movement in Conversation with Landscape will take place June 15th through the 25th at the Pulitzer. You can find all the details at blackrep.org. Okay, now this next story is gonna make me chuckle because it's both ridiculous and kind of cute. The amazing AcroCats, presented by AcroCats Rescue, are coming to St. Louis. Featured in the Netflix series Cat People, the troupe of trained house cats, all former orphans, rescues, and strays, will give a one-of-a-kind performance that includes everything from cats riding skateboards and jumping through hoops to playing the only all-cat band. Local nonprofit Stray Haven Rescue will also be part of the fun and collecting donations. The amazing AcroCats will appear in multiple shows June 22nd through the 25th at the Zach Theater. Go to rockcatsrescue.org for tickets and all the information. Now, since 2014, Humans of St. Louis has shared the first-person stories and photos of 4,000 people in the St. Louis area. Last fall, the creatives behind the site released their first book, featuring 544 pages of stories and photographs. In April, the Humans of St. Louis, the People of St. Louis, one for photo and story at a time, which might be the longest title ever. That photography exhibit opened up at the Darkroom Gallery, centering on the book and the greater St. Louis community. The exhibit will remain on view through Saturday, June 24th, when you can join them for a special artist talk with Humans of St. Louis and get your own copy of the book. Walk-in gallery visits are open to the public every Wednesday from 6 to 9. You can plan your visit and learn more at kransburgartsfoundation.org/HOSTL. All right, so there is a brand new movie out. It's called The Book Club. You know what? Before I tell you about it, why don't I show you this? Check this out.
Mambo Italiano, mambo.
Hello, you've reached the home of the retired and gifted. Where are you?
I'm in a church.
What? Are you serious?
We're looking for a venue for the wedding.
You are going to get married in a church? I'm shocked you didn't burst into flames as you crossed the threshold. To Viv and Arthur.
Oh, thank you.
I think we should all go to Italy.
Italy? Whoa.
We'll make it Viv's bachelorette. A bachelorette trip? What are we doing?
I think it's very romantic.
But it's also nuts. Rome is a great walking city.
Delle donne, le viti più vecchie danno l'uva più dolce.
What did he say?
The older the vines, the sweeter the fruit.
Oh,
yes, we still got it.
I'm delighted that you'll be joining us tonight.
There's no problem if 4 random women show up.
This is Italy. There's always room for random, beautiful women.
Gianni! Who is Gianni? What are you doing here?
This is my cooking school.
Wow.
I'm here to start an amuse-bouche.
I think somebody's bouche is already quite amused.
It's too bridal. It's not bridal enough.
Gorgeous! Someone else next.
Don't move. What are you doing?
That would be me. We're best friends for 50 years.
And you?
Married
Marriage.
My solo act is finally coming to a close.
You're the bravest person I know. The only question is how will we mess this all up?
I can't wait to find out.
Is it too soon to talk about who we're going to eat first?
I think we all know.
Hey.
How does a woman in her 70s end up getting married? She takes control of her own destiny.
This is a bachelorette party. You know what that means?
We go see naked men.
What's the protocol here? Where do I stuff the dollar bills?
Now, I take my dad with me to every movie screening that we go to, and I do this for a reason. I will tell you that if you saw that preview, you saw all the funny parts of the movie. That was it. My dad saw it, thought it was terribly adorable. So I think it kind of depends on how romantic you are at heart. I'm not very romantic at heart, Dad is, so, I mean, it was cute. If you got nothing better to do, go check out that movie. But something I know you need to check out is NASCAR when it makes its return to Worldwide Technology Raceway coming up the first weekend in June. So who better to join me than Chris Blair with Worldwide Technology Raceway? Executive Vice President and General Manager, yes?
That's it.
That's all the titles you could have almost.
Just about. We're still working on a couple more.
I was going to say, I mean, you're just right there.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, I know you very well, but for somebody who maybe missed last year's NASCAR experience was the first time they came back to St. Louis.
Yep.
Tell people what that was like.
Well, it was more than just a race. Our whole goal from the very beginning was to offer something for everybody. So if you don't necessarily like racing, we made sure that we had lots of activities on our midway or in our infield fan zone or concerts. We had multiple stages, and we're bringing the same thing back this year with an even bigger lineup of musical guests. So there's really something for everybody at this year's race.
It's kind of like a whole weekend experience, if you will. And the NASCAR race sold out last year, correct?
That's correct, and it's trending very, very well right now. So we're hoping that we're going to do the same thing once again. We're trying to avoid that sophomore slump, and we're seeing there's a lot of momentum. The great thing about our race is the race itself last year was fantastic. It went into overtime with Joey Logano throwing a slider move on Kyle Busch with just a couple of laps to go, and people left talking about what a great race they saw. So in addition to being entertained with everything from Old Dominion and the different bands that we had, you know, having that great race, that keeps the race fans coming back. So it's a full day of entertainment, gives us lots of things for everyone.
I love that. And if somebody is maybe new to racing, that's a whole different experience than to watch it on television, to see it live in person. You get to smell the smells and hear the sounds, and I mean, that can be loud.
Yeah, it really is. And the great thing, too, about being there in person is just the energy of the fans bring to the race. You get to be a part of something. It's kind of like when you go to the Blues game and they score a goal and everybody gets pumped up. That's like with the racing, that's the entire race, is everyone pumped up on their feet, just seeing tremendous action. And that you can't get that from just sitting on your couch. So we encourage everybody to get off the couch, become a doer and not a viewer, and come on in and see what we have to offer.
I like that, a doer and not a viewer. Now, for maybe those race fans, let's talk about the musical. It's kind of a festival, if you will, over Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, the Confluence Music Festival is a baby project of Dave Stewart, the founder of Worldwide Technology. And he's put together an incredible lineup for us on a Saturday evening after the NASCAR Series truck race. We're going to have Flo Rida performing, so that's going to be fantastic. That's right after the JJK 5K run that's going to be taking place on the racetrack. So as soon as you finish running, Flo Rida starts performing. Then on Sunday, we have an amazing lineup with Bailey Zimmerman, who currently has, I think, the number one song in the country for 6 weeks, who is from Louisville, Illinois, just 80 miles from the racetrack. It's going to be his homecoming show. So he's going to perform. Then Brothers Osborne are going to perform. Love Brothers Osborne.
Yeah, and then we roll into the big Enjoy Illinois 300 NASCAR Cup race. And then when the race is over, we don't want people to leave. We want you to stick around because we have Dierks Bentley in his only appearance in St. Louis this year. That'll be taking place. And that's all included with the price of your race ticket. So you get the full day, one ticket. I love that so much. And Dierks Bentley
is by far my favorite. I know Eric Church is my favorite, but Dierks is the only one I can't form words when I see him. It's like his beauty just mesmerizes me. But he puts on a great show, and you said this is the only St. Louis performance of his, so all those Dierks fans are going to have to make their way to the track.
Yeah, it's going to be really incredible. And that's one of the things, he has performed at some other races around the country where it's just 3 or 4 songs set. At our track, it's going to be a full-blown concert experience after the race. So you're going to hear all the hits, you're going to see the full show, and he's really he's really excited about performing after the NASCAR race because he's such a fan. So he's going to be pumped up when it's time to go on stage also.
That is amazing. Let's kind of go back because you mentioned the jogging or the racing. My physical person can run on the track. Tell me more about that because that's a cool experience for anybody.
Yeah, and surprisingly, this is the first time ever there's been a 5K run named after Jackie Joyner Kersee. You would think that of all the people, their speed runs. So when we presented this to Jackie, she was all in. So as soon as the NASCAR truck race wraps up on Saturday afternoon at around 3:30, we're going to start the 5K run. The participants will go out. They'll make a couple laps around the racetrack. Everybody gets a participant medal, which is really cool. It's it's actual heavy metal that looks just like one of Jackie's Olympic trophy or Olympic medals. And then in addition, Jackie herself will be there to award medals to the winners of each category. And all the proceeds from the run benefit the Jackie Joyner Kersee Foundation. So we have that. And while that's going on pit road, we actually have a car show taking place that helps raise school supplies.
So I met this man over the weekend. So tell me more about this. This is kind of a car show that's going to be happening.
It's going to be happening on pit road.
On pit road.
So the fans can come in, walk down pit road where the teams had just been racing and doing all their servicing of their cars. We're going to bring the cars in, have them all on display there, and it's really a fantastic experience and for a great cause because the group that's putting it on is raising funds for scholarships and school supplies for a lot of the kids in our community. So it's another great charitable piece of this whole show.
Yeah, so rides in school supplies is look at the guys that are hunting that up. So what kind of cars do you think you're going to get at that car show?
It's going to be a little bit of everything. So we have a lot of exotic cars that are going to be there, a lot of muscle cars, all the different things. If you love cars, there's going to be something for everyone that'll be as part of the show.
So kind of let's break. There's so much we've given people so quickly. So on Saturday, we've got the truck race and Flow Rida.
Yes.
Anything else I should know about?
And the JJK 5K and the car show.
Oh my goodness.
And Cup qualifying, so NASCAR Cup qualifying that morning. So we have that.
That's a busy day.
That's Saturday. And then after Flow Rida finishes, we actually have another concert taking place in our campground with Tim Duggar, country music artist Tim Duggar. And then when we come back on Sunday, we start out Sunday morning with Kenny Wallace Live. Kenny and a bunch of the NASCAR guys are going to be there on stage. That rolls into all of our musical performances. And in addition to the music on the main stages, we have a bunch of other bands that will be playing out in the midway, such as Dr. Javegas and the Funky Butt Brass Band and all those guys. That's going to be taking place too as we lead up to the start of the race. So it's a tremendous amount of activity going on before we go to the race, and then Dierks Bentley after. So there's a lot of great stuff.
So much stuff to do. You could probably take the whole family and kind of have a day of it. Now, where can people find out more information, get tickets, figure this out? Because that's one ticket price for all that fun.
Yeah, www.raceway.com is the great place to find the tickets. And also, I forgot to add, we also have a great kids zone that's free. It's out in the Midway. NASCAR's bringing an incredible kids zone that's really STEM educated focused, and it's a lot of fun. So for a lot of the moms who are wondering, is the racing right for the family? It is, because there's so many things the kids are going to love to do.
So you now have a kids zone. I don't remember the kids zone from last year. Was it there and I missed it?
It was very, very small last year. Now it's huge, and it's going to be absolutely amazing.
That is awesome. And like you said, throughout the Midway, there's always stuff to see. Now those true, passionate NASCAR fans, they're in it, but you've really made it. So even if maybe I am just a casual race fan, or maybe I just want to take my children to go see fast cars, you could really do something all day long.
Yes, you sure can, and that's the great thing about it. So if you do bring the kids and they are getting restless, take them out on the Midway, because all that stuff will be taking place. So there's lots to see and do. Lots of great food offerings. We have double the amount of food locations this year as what we had last year. And there's some great offerings taking place there. So it's going to be a fantastic weekend. Really
I'm going to put you on the spot. Who's the driver you want to win?
I'm pulling for Christopher Bell. Christopher's won at our truck race a few years back, and he's been very supportive of our racetrack. So be on the lookout for Christopher and see what he can do.
I love that so much. All right, let's give him one more time all that information on how they can get that ticket.
At www.raceway.com.
Definitely check it out. It's a fun weekend. I'm a little biased because I do work there, but it's super fun and a great time. So after you check out the NASCAR Enjoy Illinois 300 presented by TicketSmarter, then make sure you check us out on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. You can drop us a line at thedailymix@stltv.net. We want to hear from you. That's going to do it for the Daily Mix. We keep it right here on STL TV and Experience St. Louis. I'll see you next time.